wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the 49ers going up against the Vikings. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards that time and a first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if the guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Set. Fourth. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Set.
A A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 74 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start the drive with Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Get ready! Blue 58. Dagger!
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against it.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Now Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here on first down. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On second down, Bridgewater again. Flush to his right. The solids, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Pruitt from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they were nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And he motions the wide receiver. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And right with it here, over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. That one good for 15 and a first.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bridgewater gives to Peterson on the draw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Second and goal from the 5. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Tiger!
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Green, 39! Green!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Vikings. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A pickup there of 37. And the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Peterson alone in the backfield, and they'll give it to him here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. The right's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Bridgewater a give. This is Peterson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken. and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. A great read, and there he goes right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Linval Joseph in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Out of the gun now on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now on fourth down, Gus Bradley will turn it over to the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down 49ers. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And some room to maneuver. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, an even 90 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you get that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go. 180. 180. Tiger.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Again, Peterson. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A give to the fullback on the dive. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ohio!
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go!
Their direct snap to Washington. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
No, check. Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.